Welcome to this tutorial on creating scheduled tasks using PowerShell. In this video, we'll explore the New-ScheduledTask Cmdlet, a powerful tool that allows you to automate tasks on your Windows system. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand how to create automated tasks that run on specific schedules without manual intervention. New-ScheduledTask is a PowerShell Cmdlet that creates a scheduled task object. Think of it as a container that holds all the information needed to define an automated task. It combines multiple components like actions, triggers, settings, and principles into a single task definition. This Cmdlet doesn't actually register or activate the task in Windows Task Scheduler yet. It simply creates the task object that you can later register to make it active. A scheduled task consists of 4 core components. First, the action defines what the task will execute, such as running a script or program. Second, the trigger determines when the task will run, like daily at a specific time or when the computer starts. Third, the principal specifies who runs the task and with what permissions. Finally, settings control how the task behaves, such as what happens if the task fails or runs too long. All 4 components work together to create a complete automated task. Here's the basic syntax for New-ScheduledTask. You store the result in a variable, typically called $task. The Cmdlet accepts 4 main parameters. -action takes the action object, -trigger takes the trigger object, -settings takes the settings object, and -principal takes the principal object. Each parameter is preceded by a backtick, which is PowerShell's line continuation character, making the code easier to read across multiple lines. Let's create an action component. You use the New-ScheduledTaskAction Cmdlet and store it in a variable called $action. The -execute parameter specifies what program to run. In this example, we're running PowerShell.exe. The --argument parameter provides any arguments or parameters for the program. Here, we're telling PowerShell to run a script file located at c:/scripts/backup.ps1 using the -file parameter. Now let's create a trigger that determines when the task runs. You use the New-ScheduledTaskTrigger Cmdlet and store it in a variable called $trigger. The -daily parameter tells the task to run every day. The -at parameter specifies the exact time, which in this example is 2:00 a.m. or 2 in the morning. You can create different types of triggers, such as weekly, at logon, or at system startup, depending on your automation needs. Here's a complete example putting everything together. First, we create the action object that will execute PowerShell.exe. Next, we create the trigger object that runs daily at 2 a.m. Finally, we combine both components using New-ScheduledTask with the -action and -trigger parameters. The result is stored in $task. This creates a complete task object, but remember, it's not yet registered in Task Scheduler. You would need to use Register Scheduled Task to actually activate it. Let's review the key takeaways. First, New-ScheduledTask creates a task object, not a registered task. It's just a definition that exists in memory. Second, you must use Register Scheduled Task to activate the task in Windows Task Scheduler and make it functional. Third, all components like actions, triggers, settings, and principles can be combined into a reusable task definition that you can modify, save, or register as needed. This modular approach gives you flexibility in creating and managing automated tasks in PowerShell.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.